Hello. I have just sat down and I want to make a pattern. I want to create a background. I saw a really neat card that somebody made using a die cut. And I thought, that's so cool, but I really don't want to buy the die cut because I don't think I'm going to make too many of them. But I thought it's easy enough, I could probably make it. So I'm going to make it and you can watch me make it. It's a snowy hill. So first what I did was I just took a piece of paper and folded it up. This is just my scrap paper because this is an A2 size. So I'm going to make the pattern to fit on here. Okay. So, and what it was, let me get my pencil. Actually I should probably use a marker so you can see better. Yeah, that'll work. All right. So what it was a snowy hill. So it just kind of came down and it made a snowy hill. So this was all snow. Okay. And then it had a frame around it. And I thought, a frame is easy. And then it had weaving in here, but kind of wicker weaving. So it wasn't all the way filled in. You could actually see, and there were some that were really close to each other and some that were far apart. So that's what I want to do, is I want to make a snowy banked frame and then do a weaving behind it. Okay, so do you get that? So first thing we need to do is do the snowy bank. So I've got scrap paper here, so I can lay this on here and go, all right, so I want it to be about this big. I should put it around the other way. So, and I want it about halfway up, so I'm going to line my paper up here because I'm just going to mark it. So I want to mark it here because I need to cut it off there, and I want to cut it off here. Okay, so that's the first step. So let's make it the width that it needs to be, because it needs to be 5.5 inches wide. And then from, that's really low, isn't it? Oh yeah, okay. All right, and then we wanted this part here to be saved for the snowbank. So we're gonna cut this part off. I'm just gonna line that up. There, so then these are just scraps, so they can go back in my scrap bag. All right. Alrighty. So now we have a piece that's big enough to be our snow. So now I'm gonna take it and I just wanna tear it from this corner down to this corner to make it look like a hill. Okay, so let's go ahead and start tearing this. And we want it to be a nice snowy hill. There, that looks good to me. So check that out. So that's step number 1, is getting your snowy hill. Okay, that's a scrap. We can put this in the scrap bag. Alrighty, so now we need to build the frame for the card front. So we need a piece that goes across the top. And we need a piece that goes right here, which I should have a smaller one in here. Yep. And we need a piece that goes right there. Will that fit? Oh, heck yeah. Okay. So I'm going to use my tacky glue, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to put a little dab of glue there. Dab of glue, and lay this right up against. I'm using this pink piece for my card size. And then I'm going to lay this down and put it up in the corner of the pink and then line this up. All right, so there's my first side. Alrighty, so that's done, and it's overhanging a bit, but I can trim that off when I'm done. All right, so now I need to do this side over here. So let's go ahead and do that. And we should, yeah, there should be enough to do it from here. So let's go ahead and put a dab of glue here on the bottom. And then we can line this up, and we want to slide this underneath there and press it down. And then we know we want to cut it off right here. All right. So where's my little scissors? And I just used my fingernail to mark it. So now I know I can trim it right there. Okay. Perfect. All righty. So now we just need a piece that goes across the top. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go ahead and do, I think I'll do this one right on the top this way, right there, and a dot right here. So now I can take this and line this back up on the bottom, make sure it's lined up, make sure this side is lined up. I can put this right here and line that up and make it come all the way over here and press it down. Even if it's not straight, that's okay, because now I want to make sure this is straight. So this needs to be moved up. All right, because I want to make that, and then make sure it's straight up here. Now I want to make sure this is straight over here. So line that up and then line this up right there. Okay, so that looks pretty darn straight to me. Is that on? Nope, this needs to come down a wee bit. All right, that looks better. All right, give or take. All right, so there. Now we have our pattern. So we can fill it in. We've got our snowy bank. We've got our frame going around, and now we can fill in the wicker lattice backing. There. All right. And this is actually going to be made into a card when we're done. Okay? So, and if you want to, you can get it this far, so that way you can remember to go ahead and do your snowy bank. And you could even also do the frame and then set this right on top of the frame if you want to. Meaning, go ahead and do the top, bottom, and sides, however big your card is going to be, and glue it together. And then you can tear your snowy bank and go ahead and put it in this corner once it's put together. So whichever way is more easy for you to do. Okay, so you can either do the frame first and then attach the snowbank right on top of it, or you can use the snowbank like I did and then add the frame to it. All right, so we've got this done. So now I'm going to turn it over, because now I'm going to be gluing the strips going across. And what I've done over here is I had a bunch of these strips, and I just used my regular scissors, and all I did was go like this and just trim it right in half, because they don't have to be perfect. And you want some to be bigger than others, wider than others. And it's okay if they're a little wonky. That doesn't matter, okay? Alrighty, let me put this away. So now we've got all these skinny little bits here, and I can just go ahead and glue them on, and we can weave. So this is nice and wide, so I think what I'm going to do is, I'm thinking of using double stick tape over here, because this will fit on there. You can also just use glue, but I'm pretty sure this is, oh yes, this will definitely work. So I'm going to go ahead and I don't need it to go all the way down, I just need it to go to the bottom of the snow right here. So a little bit past that, and then bring this up to about the top here. Okay, just a little bit farther than this piece. All right, so we've got that piece done. And then we're going to need the side pieces. Is that wide? Oh, it is. Yay. Awesome. All right, so then we can do this side and put the tape on here. Perfect. Very good. Okay, that's going to make it a lot more easy for us. All right, so now we want to just peel this off and peel this off. And it's easier if you have two sides to start with like this. Okay, so now first we want to go going across this way, and then we'll go ahead and we'll weave into it. So I'm going to take these, and I'm going to go ahead and put a piece here, and I'm going to leave a little hole down here. So I'm going to start about right here. All right, and I'll show you the little hole, what I'm talking about. Because you want, see right here the hole? Because when you turn it over, this is what you want to see. You want to see the slats going across, okay? So we're going to do that. And that one's done and ready. We're going to take another one, and we're going to do maybe one right here. Okay. And then we're going to do another one real close to it. But just enough, far enough so that you can see a crease between, okay? So let me show you what I'm doing. So this is the pattern that I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna do 1 and then 2 together, leaving a space in between, and then 1 and then 2 together, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do going all the way across. Alrighty, so let's use this one. So now we need 1, and then we need 2 together. So there's 1, and here's the second one. All right, very good. And then 1. Is that long enough? Nope, not quite. Okay, and then 2 together. Yes, that's long enough. Actually, I'll just go ahead and use a longer one because I know I've got plenty of those long ones. Okay, so we've got 2, then 1, then 2 together. So we need this one and another one right next to it. Alrighty, perfect. There. So that one's done. Then we need another one. And then we need 2 together again. I love weaving, it's fun. And you probably have figured that out because I've done a couple different types of weaving for us. Okay, so we need 2 together again. All right, and then 1. So we need 1 more that'll go across those. There's 1, okay. Perfect. All right, so now we need to do the weaving. So now I'm gonna turn it this way away from me. And should I do it that way or this way? Gotta figure out which way is easier to weave. I better do it this way because that way I can attach it here first. All right, so I am going to, when I weave this, I'm gonna go over and under the 1 and the 2. So meaning I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna go under the 1, over the 2, 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 and under the 1. Okay. Come on, let go. And then, no, don't you dare get stuck on me. I'm going to move this all the way up here, and then I'm going to leave a space between, and I'm going to go ahead and push that down. So that one's done. All right, so now let me bring this up so you can see. Isn't that cool? So just under 1, over 2, under 1, over 2, under 1, over 2, under 1, over 2, under 1. Okay? So now we're going to do the opposite. And we're going to do, I'm going to do it from this side. So this one's under, so I'm going to start with over 1, under 2, over 1, under 2. All right, maybe I need to turn it this way. You got to find your groove, that's for sure. Okay, let's do this again. So over this one and under these 2. All right, over this one and under these 2. Over this one and under these 2. Come on, 2. Under those 2. Over this one and under these 2. And over this one. Come on here, get off there. All right. And I need this one. And I'm going to go ahead and stick this because I don't want it to go on the front of the frame. I want it to stay in the back. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do, should I do 2 together? Yeah, let's do 2 close together. Why not? All right, that looks pretty cool. All righty. So then we're going to weave again. And we're going to do, now, so this one's over, so now we're going to do under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, and over. Okay, so now we can pull this up, and I'm just going to do 1. Alrighty. So there's 2 together here, 2 that are close, and then 1 separate. All right. So then we're going to do another set of 2. So we're going to do, this one's under, so I'm going to go over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, and over. Okay. Leaving a little space in between there. This is coming up pretty cool. Okay, then we want another one that's going to be close to it. So I'm wondering if I should do it the same. You know what? I should. I should have done that with the other one too. Oh well, that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and do this one the same because it's going to go right next to that. And that's what I'm going to do from now on when I do that. All right, so I need over, under, over, under. So I could have just put these both through together at the same time. Over, under. Come on, and then over. All right, and then this one close to the other one, but far enough away. There, okay. So there's 2 together, that's good. Let go of that. Oh, crikey, crikey, crikey. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Let go. Let go. Okay, there, stay over here. All right, yeah, that looks good. Okay, so now we need a single one. So we've already gone over, so now we're going to do under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, and under. And then we need to pick this one up and put it down. And feel free to not put the sticky down until you're done with your weaving. If you can do that, more power to you. You could even use clips, I suppose. But for me, it's easier to go ahead and glue it down as I'm doing it. All right, that's looking pretty cool. Okay, so that's 1. So I've got 2, then 1, then 2, then 1. Okay, good. Now I need to do 2. So I'm going to go ahead and put 2 together, and then I'm going to weave them. And we're getting shorter here, so that's even better. Okay, so I'm just going to do this and just run them under and then separate them. So over, under, over, under, over, under. Come on, get under there. And then over, and then under these 2. And then over that one without getting it stuck again. All right. There. Now I can take the first one and, come on, separate now. There you go. The first one I can go ahead and put up here, a little space away. And then the second one I can put real close to it. All right. That's looking good. Okay, this is going to be so pretty. All right, see me get all excited and clench my fist and everything. That's what my grandchild used to do when he'd get overly excited. Okay, so let's do this. Oh, nope, we just need 1. We need 1, so let me see this shorter one. Because we don't even have to weave way down here anymore because it's not going to be seen. We just need to weave up here. So this one is going to go under this one, over those, under this one, over those, under this one, over those, and under this one. Alrighty, and then we need to pull this up and over and press that one down. Alright, now we're going to do 2s again. So then we need 2 together, and we're going to do over, under, over, under, over, under, and then over. Okay, so then we want to separate these and do this one first, there, and then move this one over and go ahead and put that one real close. Perfect. All right, good. See, and it's not stable on this side or this side yet because we haven't put that down. I really want to turn it over and look at it, but I'm not going to just yet. And I'm seeing I have a little piece hanging here, so that's going to bother me. So let me trim that piece. There, that's better. Okay. Now we can get back to weaving again some more. Yay! Alrighty, so now we just did 2, so now we need 1. Alrighty, so we're going to do under, over, under, over, under, over, under, and then press it down. Perfect. Alrighty, and then we need 2 together. 1, 2. And we need to do over, under, over, under, over, under, and over. Okay. So then we can press that one down and move this one over and press it down right next to it. Okay. So see how it's looking kind of like wicker? Alrighty, try to line this all up nice. Okay, then we need a single one again. We're almost done. So now we want to go over these 2, under 1, over 2, under 1, over 2, under 1, and press it down. Whoops, and this piece did tear, so I'm going to have to glue that down. No problem. There. Whether it wants to be stuck down or not. Alrighty, and then we can move that over. And then put this piece down. That's a single piece, okay. And we might have 2 more weavings to do because we need to do 1 double. Let's see. We might be done after this double. We will see. All right, so for this one, we need to go under the 2. So under, over 1, under 2, over 1, under 2, over 1. Okay. Then we want to adhere 1 down and 1 right next to it. I think we might be good. Oh my, that looks so cool. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to line these up so that they look really nice. Bring that over, bring this one over. I'm just trying to make sure that they look straight and the 2 that are together are close but far enough away so that you can see between them. Okay, that's perfect. That's good. This needs to be opened up a wee bit. This needs to be moved over. All right, these need to be opened up a wee bit. All righty, that looks good. This needs to be opened a little. That's good. These ones need to be moved over. That looks straighter. That looks pretty darn good. Let's move this one over some more and then this one over some more. There. Then together a little bit. This one needs to be moved over. All right, that looks perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of tape. I just threw some new tape over here. Good. Let's use this. All righty. This is quite wide, but that's okay. I'm just going to take a small piece first, and I'm going to hold this down, and I'm going to go ahead and tape it across the bottom of my snowbank. And then we'll get another piece and we'll tape it across the bottom of our snowbank. Alrighty. So that's holding all these ones down. Now, are these still straight? This one needs to be moved over a wee bit. Okay, tape, pull back. That one got a little bit crooked. All right, a little bit of space like that. Okay, then we're gonna take, and we need another piece of tape to go down there. And I'm thinking that's so wide, so I think I'm gonna tape it right here behind this snowbank, and then I'm just gonna glue the rest. All right, so from this snowbank down, right here. I don't want to go up past the snowbank. All right, there, that's perfect. Very good. Now we can go ahead and just glue these ones. All right, so we can lift these up and put glue underneath them. I better start from one side and just finish on the other. All right, so this one here. That one's done. Spread those just a little bit. Then this one. A little bit of glue. There, and then these two. Perfect. Alrighty, and then the last one. Come on, up, 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 up. Perfect. All right, now we can turn it over, and we can press that down. Make sure it's not maneuvering around. That looks really cool. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and trim this. We're going to use our scissors and trim those little bits and pieces off, and then I will show you what it looks like. That's awesome. Hi, baby. My butler came to see what I'm doing. What is that? Huh? Am I making a card? You need some loves. Yeah. Okay, I'm almost done, and then I'll give you some loves. Hold on a minute. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, and I can see this wasn't glued down very good, so let's finish gluing this one. All right. Good, 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 good. Those are supposed to be together. Oop, that one under there isn't glued down either. Okay, so let me glue this one down. Hi, what are you doing? Huh? Okay, you ready? Come here. Come close. There you go. Dear, is that what you wanted? Yeah. I love you, pretty boy. Yes, I do. Purr, purr, purr. Yeah. Aw. Okay. You about ready to get down? Okay. There you go. Go play. Bye-bye. Alrighty. So sometimes he gets enough, and then he just stays away, and then sometimes he didn't get enough, and he'll jump right back up here again. So we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so I'm going to move all those away. That looks so, so cool. So check that out. Whoops, hold on a second. I'm showing low battery on my screen. All right, so this is what we have. Isn't that neat? All right, so then what I saw what they did was they used a decorative paper behind to make this, to make the sky. So, and they had a blue piece, and let's see, I've got some blue. It looks like water. Is this wide enough? Not quite long enough. I could piece it down. Wonder what that looks like. That's kind of cool, actually. And then I could just put the other piece right there. You know what? I'm going to go for it. Why not? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this and I'm going to put glue across here. And glue across here. And glue down here. And up there. And we shall see how far we can get this to fit. So I'm going to lay this down right on there. And lay that across to make sure. There. All right, very good. And then I'm going to go ahead and use some tape right here to tape this down so that it's not flopping around. So now I can trim off this excess. And then I can turn it over and I can use this on the last piece right here. All right. There. Ta-da! So now I can just lay this right here and lay that going across. So now we've got that part covered up too. Perfect. Alrighty. We are good. Perfect. So there's our snowy mound. That is really cool looking. And it just curls down. So now let's show you this again. What do you think of that? Isn't that neat? So now I'm thinking, I want to run it through a folder. I think that would be really cool. So let me get my polka dot folder. So that'll look like snow. There. And then we can put this right in there. And then I can bring my machine over. I like having my machine right on the corner of my desk now. It was behind a little bookcase on the other side of the bookcase, and I moved the bookcase over on the end instead because I realized there was stuff that I wasn't really using very often on the bookcase, but I use this a lot more. So this makes it very handy to have it. All right, perfect. So now I can put this right back. And then we can take this out. Oh, yes, that is awesome. Look at that. I love the way this came out. That is awesome. So isn't that fun? It's a little bit time consuming, but it was fairly easy to make. It's just a matter of weaving, and however you want to do your weaving. You can weave it just with a regular weave, or you can do what I was doing and do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I just want to straighten this out on the edge and make sure it's all the same. I think it is. Alrighty, and I didn't do the very top, but we can do that now. And I'm just trimming off like a real thin sliver, see? Alrighty, yes, that just makes it look neater. I don't think we need a bottom. Okay, very good. So now these can be put away. And I should have an extra card up here, which I do, yes. This needs to be scored because this is really, really thick paper. All right, so 4 1/4. Ta-da! Fold it in half, crease it, and put this back. My scoreboard is such a big help. All right, so now we can take this and we can lay it on here. And it fits perfect. I love it. All right, so I'm wondering, do I want to put it up? You know what, maybe I want to 3D this. I think that might be a fun idea. So let me get my roll of foam. And where's my red foam that I was using? Put back in the drawer? Nope. Oops, right there. Oh. Alrighty, so now we can go ahead and put this on. Oops, I need my purple scissors. There. Do this side. There. We can do a crust. across this way. Perfect. Okay, then we need some going across the center because we don't want it caving in on us. All right, that's much better. All right. This is going to be so cool looking. All right, so let's get these off. Barbara, use your pick. It's a lot easier. There we go. Yesterday was beautiful out. Oh my goodness. I got to take my friend to her doctor appointment, and we just went for lunch and picked up her prescription, and it was so nice and warm out because that sun. It was a nice break in this very cold weather. But it got up in the 40s yesterday. I couldn't believe that. So it's like, whoo, yay, good day. I think it got as high as 47. So that's not too bad. All right, so now let's get this on here. There, and then turn it over. I'm gonna give it a little back rub. And I don't see anything hanging over, so that's perfect. That is gorgeous. I love it. How pretty. Now in the picture that I saw, then all they did, and it was funny because this is what the die cut out, all this white. So in one chunk, it cut it out. So, which would be nice, but this is pretty cool. And this is exactly what they had. So, all right. And then all they did was they had a little tree right here. So, that's pretty cool. So now I want to see what I can put here. So, alrighty. But this video is quite long. So, it's already 37 minutes. So, I think I'm going to turn this off and do another video on decorating it. Okay, so there you go. There is a snowy hill with the wicker background framed in. Isn't that cool? So I hope you like this idea and you'll give it a try. And until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.